Welcome to Africa at the United Nations.
Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the protection of the environment is an urgent global priority that the Somali government is committed to. Somalia has one of the longest coasts in the world, vast arable land for farming, and huge blue economy potential. Indeed, Somalia's many natural resources are the jewels in the present and future crown of the country. And only through the protection of our environment can the resilient Somali people truly benefit from them. However, Somalia directly experiences the painful result of global warming. Somalia has been cyclically challenged with recurring drought and, in the same year, floods. This has been painful human and economic consequences, with many lives and livelihoods lost as a result. Somalia's environmental challenges have led to food insecurity, an increase in the number of internal displacement people living in many cities like Mogadishu, and the weakening of the traditional rural communal economic networks that have sustained and Somali people for centuries. A Somali proverb states that the city lives of the provision of the countrysides. But sadly, today, it appears the countryside has been displaced in the major cities. This is not sustainable and certainly not conducive for the long-term development the Somali government and people predicted going forward. Looking forward, it's the collective duty of all states, communities, and individuals to respond to the needs of the planet. We must all do our absolute best to cooperate to protect the future of our planet and our source of lives. In Somalia, we're determined to ensure that our national recovery strategies are in line with our 9th National Development Plan. The core of this focuses on rebuilding a strong, cohesive, and fair Somali society underpinned by strong institutions and opportunities. Somalia's economy has been heavily impacted by COVID-19 pandemic, like everywhere else in the world. But this has not deterred us from successfully continuing on our national economy reform path. The success of these reforms have enhanced the trust between the Somali government and public and international partners and helped to deliver basic public services. It's because of these clear reforms effort, that many of our valuable international partners, including international financial institutions, provided much needed and appreciated grant financing to mitigate the worst impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. Economic reforms are key to the sustainable recovery and development of Somalia. In this regard, we are determined to continue growing our domestic revenue base, strengthening transparency and good governance, as well as working ever more closely with our people and our development partners to ensure that Somalia's recovery from COVID-19 is swift and sustainable. We are doing this by successfully confronting international terrorism, investing in basic public services, tackling corruption, and promoting good governance and inclusive politics. We are currently finalizing the process of holding free, fair, and inclusive elections with the largest number of Somali electoral participants since the civil war in Somalia. The elections are centered on respecting the rights and the wishes of the Somali people, including the rights of women and the youth to represent themselves within a very political arena that governs them. In conclusion, it's important to reiterate the enormous impact COVID-19 has had on the world. We have all suffered, and many still are hurting from the personal and economic pains caused by health pandemic. Sadly, we also know that it's not yet over for many, especially the most vulnerable in the world, including many in Somalia. However, through an effective multifaceted partnership, social solidarity, strong institutions, and hard work, I strongly believe that we can recover from COVID-19 more sustainably. Furthermore, to achieve sustainable development for all, we must also recognize and act on responding to the needs of our planet and creating a fair society of all underpinned by opportunities and good governance. In Somalia, our government is working hard on all these priorities to improve the future of our people. I thank you.
Did you like this speech? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Visit our YouTube channel Tunacheki to watch our daily news reports and our website tunacheki.tv for all our latest news updates. You can directly support this new series by becoming a YouTube member or becoming a Patreon. And remember, Africa is watching. Welcome to Africa at the United Nations.